Welcome to my video on exponents, multiplying powers with the same base. So what we have is the base would be a, and the powers would be m and n. And so what do we do in algebra when we run across an equation of that form? Well, we keep the same base, but we add the powers together. I'm going to do a simple example. X to the 3 times x to the 4th is equal to x to the 3 plus 4 is equal to x to the 7th. So we just added the two exponents together and kept the base the same. Let's look at more examples. We have minus 5 raised to the minus 2 power times the quantity minus 5 raised to the 7th power. Now per our rule, we have the same base, so our base is minus 5. Now we add the two exponents or powers together, so that's minus 2 plus 7. That's equal to minus 5 raised to the 5th power. So that's our answer. Let's look at another example. 8 raised to the 3rd power times 8 raised to the 4th power is just equal to 8 raised to the 3 plus 4 is equal to 8 to the 7th. So that's our example for this, that's our answer for that example. Let's do another example where we simplify. Let's start out with a 2a times 9b to the 4th times 3a squared. Here we've got two bases. We've got b and a, those are our two variables. But what we're going to do is let's separate out the constants first. So we've got 2 times 9 times 3, we can do that. And then we've got a, which is actually a to the 1, b to the 4th, and we got a squared. 2 times 9 times 3 is 54. Now we can rearrange these terms here, and what we get is a to the 1 times a to the 2 times b to the 4th. Now a to the 1 times a squared is simply going to be a cubed, b to the 4th, the whole thing times 54. So we've reduced this down, and so this is our answer. 54 times a cubed times b to the 4th power. Now we want to do an example, simplify an expression with a rational exponent. So let's take 64 and we're going to raise it to the 3/2 power. How can we reduce that down? Now we know 64 raised to the 3/2 power is just equal to 64 times a half times 64 times a half times 64 times a half, because we add those together, half plus a half plus a half is equal to 3/2. So there we've just used the rule kind of in reverse to expand that out. Now, we also know that the 64 to the 1/2 is the same thing as the square root of 64. That's just equal to 8, because 8 times 8 is 64. So now this equation reduces down to 8 times 8 times 8, because we figured out that's the square root of 64, which is an 8, and we do that 3 times. So 8 times 8 times 8 is 512. So this is our answer. Well, I hope you got something out of this video and learned a little bit about exponents and how to handle them. And if you did, give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.